Welcome, welcome, everyone. And I do pray that all is well with you. Thank you so much for joining me for a few minutes today to share with you what the Lord has placed upon my heart. And I would love for you to be blessed. Leave me a comment, say something to let me know that you received a blessing from what you heard. So, without further ado, let me just share with you what the Lord placed upon my heart to encourage you today. He who waits on God. He that waits on God. I want to encourage you that while you are in your waiting season, there are things really happening on your behalf. So listen, in Isaiah 40, verse 31, a very, very familiar passage. But those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up, hallelujah, with wings like eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. Isaiah 64, verse 4. Please write them down. The last one I just said was Isaiah 40, verse 31. And this one is verse 64. I'm sorry, chapter 64, verse 4. And it says, For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard nor perceived by the ear, nor has the eye seen any God besides you, Lord, who acts for the one who waits for him. Yes, he acts on those who are waiting for him. See, waiting is actually just defined tarry, hope, trust, expect. Listen to these words: expect, be patient, remain in anticipation, look for. So, waiting is a state of attitude of watchfulness and expectancy. I was so excited as I had shared this with others, and I want to share it with you today. Your waiting for the Lord should be an expectation. Your waiting should be an attitude of watchfulness and anticipation and what you're expecting God to do on your behalf. When you bring a request to Him, you need to know and be patient as He works things out on your behalf. And I'm going to tell you, when you're in the waiting season, there are many things that are transpiring that you need to be encouraged about as you wait. Because let's truly be honest. Let's truly be honest. We as humans do not want to wait. We want everything to be quick, everything to be instant, and everything in a hurry. But our God has a reason for us having a waiting season. So, wait is just an ugly word, but the waiting season is a blessing. Many, many, many negative thoughts go through your mind when you're sitting up and you're waiting. You've brought a request before the Lord. Now you're waiting for the manifestation of that request, and you get all kinds of thoughts, all kinds of thoughts. You even get anxious. You begin to think nothing will ever happen or come through for you. You have all types of imaginations running through your mind while you're waiting. Listen, you even have the attitude that maybe I should call sister so and so or brother so and let them pray for me, because if they pray for me, God hears them and He'll answer them. Well, listen to me, God hears you too. And God has put you in a waiting season while He answers your prayers. I want you to be encouraged to know that when you're in a waiting season, there's things going on that you can't see, but God is working it out on your behalf. Don't be like Veruca on Willy Wonka. Everything she saw, she wanted it, and she wanted it now. Listen, sometimes, if you get it now, you won't appreciate it when God gives it to you, and you'll mess it all up. But when you are in a waiting season, so many things are happening, not only naturally, but there are things happening spiritually. And I want you to know that God told us, listen, in Hebrews 4 and 16, he said these words. Listen, listen. Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace in the time of need. Listen, what is grace? Grace is unmerited favor. What is grace? Simply put, favor. Grace is favor. So when you read that verse, you read it like this: Let us therefore come boldly to the throne of favor, that we may obtain mercy and find favor to help in a time of need. But again, we don't want to wait. We don't want to wait for the favor to manifest. To us and our time clock, it's taking too long. To us and where we are in our mentality, is God really going to answer me? Is he going to give me what I'm requesting of him? Be anxious for nothing, listener, but patiently wait for the manifestation. Peace will be given to you. Peace will be given to you as you wait with expectation for your God, my God, our Holy Father, to come to you and answer. Okay? Listen to this. In our waiting, it will reveal the true intent of our hearts as to why we have requested what we requested of him. When we're in a waiting season, things will be revealed to us in our inner man. It will show us where we are. It will show us why we're asking for what we're asking for. And when we request something, our concerns to him, listen, it will, when we give it to him, we can expect that the burden will be lifted up off of us and we place it into his hands. Don't give God something, take it to the throne of grace and then turn around and take it back. Either you're going to drive or you're going to let him drive. And you're in the waiting season. So learn to graciously, with expectation, wait for him. He's not going to hold anything back from you. And believe it or not, some of the things that you're asking for, he's got something even better if you just expect him to show up and manifest on your behalf. Listen, listen to me. First, while you're in the waiting season, there's a spiritual renewal that takes place in you. The season of waiting on God gives us time to be refreshed and replenished for what's ahead, for what he has for us. The season of waiting on God helps us discover God's will for us. And the season of waiting, listener, helps us to line up our will with his will. Sometimes we just do not know what his will is until we are still and quiet and waiting on him to make it known. Okay? Then there's another thing that happens in your waiting season. In your waiting season, you receive strength and power. See, there's a renewal that takes place. There's a refreshing that takes place. There's strength to go forward and do whatever it is that he plans for you to do. There's a power, a force that will be rising up on the inside of you, rejuvenating you and getting you ready for the next step in your life. You're in a waiting season. You're in a waiting season. He will strengthen you while you wait. Then there's something else that happens in the waiting season. We learn and practice in our season of waiting. We'll begin to see God move on our behalf step by step in our lives, manifesting his presence in and around us as we're waiting. See, waiting is not a bad place to be. It's not. Waiting is not a bad place to be, not at all. See, it can be pleasant if we allow it to be. And it can be pleasant when we don't try to rush God. See, when we try to rush him, we get all up in the mix. We don't allow him to move as he plans to move on your behalf. And believe it or not, that waiting can be extended. That waiting time can be extended because you're not waiting with the right attitude. Okay? Waiting on God develops our spiritual progress and is a characteristic of the righteousness of God. There are amazing spiritual benefits as we are in our waiting season. So listen. When you are waiting, write this down. Psalms 25, verse 5. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. On you I wait all the day. Yes, when you are waiting, waiting on God in your waiting season, you seek, you listen, and you receive teachings from Him. He will lead you, guide you, direct you on your life journey that He has mapped out just for you. But you must learn to wait with expectation and anticipation of God coming forth. Psalms 27, Psalms 27, verse 14, waiting on the Lord, my. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. He will strengthen you. He will give you the courage you need for what he has prepared for you to do. Psalm 62, verse 5. My soul waits silently for God alone, for my expectation is from him. Listen, Isaiah 41 and 10. Write these down and read them again while you're in your waiting season. Because as I'm talking to you, there are many of you listening that you are actually in your waiting season. And he tells you in Isaiah 41, verse 10, fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. Yes, I will help you. Yes, I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. Listen, wait on the Lord. He will strengthen you. He will help you. He will uphold you. But wait with expectation. Anticipate him arriving on time just for you. Seek the Lord, seek the Lord, expecting that he will bring good things to pass just for you. And wait quietly. What do you mean, Dr. Sharon? When I say wait quietly, the Spirit of the Lord is saying to you, stop murmuring, stop complaining, stop whimpering. Oh my good. And wait silently for his manifestation on your behalf. Our God has given us promises and assurance and comfort as we wait for him to show up on our behalf. I want you to be encouraged that you are in a waiting season. If you are not, you will be, because each step of your life, each progress as you go along with the Lord, there will be times of waiting. There will be times that he will put you in a waiting season because he wants to condition you and get you ready for what he has made just for you to do. Be blessed and be encouraged. Listen, if this has been a blessing to you and words of encouragement in your waiting season, leave me a comment, hit the like, and subscribe. And I teach every Thursday night at 6:30 Pacific time on Zoom, 737 086 8936. That's the Zoom ID, 737 086 8936. By all means, I would love for you to join us as I share the Word of God. Be encouraged and look with expectation for your time to manifest while you're in your waiting season. I love you. Be blessed. And above all, be encouraged. Till next time, God bless.